Paige, welcome back to Inside MMA. Hey, as Inside MMA's field correspondent, I've got to give you props on the solid, deep undercover reporting you did at the UFC Fan Festival. Give us your thoughts on how great that was, and maybe is a Dateline NBC in your future? I don't know.
I think there is. I had a lot of fun. That was something I would definitely say was one of my best fan experiences because I got to ask fans questions about myself. So I absolutely loved it, and I actually want to go into that sort of industry when I'm done fighting in a few years from now, but it was great practice.
Were there, by any chance, people who said a really bad thing? Because I don't think so. And why do you believe that people are so gravitated towards you?
Yeah, I had a few people that were like, you know, she needs to stick to dance, or they were saying that I was a better dancer, but I loved it. I thought the whole experience was great, and I'll take any constructive criticism, and, you know, I don't like to limit myself to one thing, so I loved that I was able to be on Dancing with the Stars, and I'm happy now that I'm returning to the Octagon.
Let's talk about your return to the Octagon. That's August 27th. First fight back since losing to Rose Namajunas. Was there anything, Paige, positive that you took away from that defeat?
Yeah, I would definitely say there was a lot of things that were positive about that. Any learning experience, you know, you go into a fight and it was a test, and I got to be tested. I got to learn how tough I was. I mean, and other than that, it was just a great experience to learn from.
Where does that toughness come from, Paige? I watched Dancing with the Stars, and you were talking about bullying. Maybe that has something to do with it, or are you just going to say, no, my mom or my dad, they're the tough ones?
You know, I was always tough. Growing up as a kid, I grew up in the country. I grew up riding dirt bikes, playing more of the rougher sports. So I've always been tough. I guess my experiences over the years have added to that. I would say being bullied, it definitely made me a stronger person. And I wouldn't change anything because of it. It made me a fighter. But yeah, I've always kind of been tough.
All right, next up is Bec Rawlings at UFC on Fox 21. Super aggressive Australian. She's won 2 straight. Paige, what challenges does she present?
You know, she's a great fighter. She has great stand-up. She's very tough. So it's definitely a fight I have to go in there and be prepared for to face another tough fighter. But I'm very tough as well, and that's something I pride myself on. And I'm training really hard for this fight, and I'm really eager to get back in the cage. I've been out for way too long, so I'm ready to fight again.
What is the hardest thing from her that she's going to bring to you? What would you say I have to watch out for that game? It's the striking, is it wrestling, is it ground fighting?
You know, I would say her tenacity. She's very tough. I've watched a lot of her fights growing up. I watched her fight for Invicta, and I was a big fan of hers, actually. So it's another one of those fights where I was a huge fan of Felice. I knew their style, and I watched them growing up. So it's the same. It's going to be the same experience. I'm ready to get in there and win another fight.
Paige, as Boss mentioned, you're on Dancing with the Stars. And you have said it, you're excited to get back into the Octagon. Have you shifted your attention back from dancing and entertainment to fighting, and or will you continue to look at other opportunities in the entertainment world?
I definitely will continue to work on opportunities in the entertainment world, but right now I'm 100% focused on this fight. After Dancing with the Stars, I just kind of craved the violence. I craved being in my gym. I love being here. So I missed this gym atmosphere, and I'm going to be 100% focused on this fight, and then after the fight's over, I'll focus on other opportunities that come up.
Do you think the UFC now being bought by William Morris Endeavor, that's going to help you in that area?
I do. I have only positive thoughts about the buyout. Obviously, I love the Fertittas, and I think they did a great job with the company. And I'm excited to see where it moves forward from here. I've looked into the new company that bought out the UFC, and they seem great. They seem like an entertainment industry, so hopefully it will continue to build us up as athletes.
Tomorrow night, UFC 201, Kowalkiewicz versus Namajunas. Who's going to win that fight?
That's a tough call. You know, I'm excited to watch this fight just as a fan. I mean, I love Rose. Obviously, she's an amazing fighter. I think her head looks strong. She looks like she's in the game. So I gotta go for Rose on this one.
Paige, would you prefer to fight Rose Namajunas?
I mean, I'm not really focused on that right now. My only focus is beating Bec Rawlings, and then whatever opportunity the UFC presents with me after that, I'll take it on.